1340. The Big Double A. The following is a presentation of WGAA Sports.
Here's a ball hit deep to left field. Back to the wall. Walk-off home run. Hit to right field and down. Cedartown has tied the game. 0-1 pitch. Little chopper right side. That's going to be down. Cedartown wins.
The 3-1 pitch.
Ball hit to straightaway center field and deep. Back it goes. It is a home run.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A, 106.1 FM and AM 1340. Broadcasting online at WGAAradio.com and streaming on the TuneIn Radio app and Facebook Live. And now, let's head down to the field for today's action.
And welcome into WGAA Radio. Logan Maddox and Andrew Carter with you here in Jasper, Georgia, on the beautiful campus of Pickens High School. And the Dogs are setting it up for Game 2 of this Friday night doubleheader. Cedartown won 12-5 in Game 1 of this series at home on Tuesday. Pickens with a 10-8 victory in Game 1 that ended just a few minutes ago. And now the essentially winner-take-all as far as the series goes. The series deciding Game 3 between the Dragons and the Dogs about to take place.
Connor Schaus will be the starting pitcher for the Pickens Dragons. He'll face the Cedartown lineup, which will include, looks like it might be a different look lineup due to the fact that we believe MJ Holiday may be done for the day due to an injury he sustained in Game 1 of this doubleheader. So we'll follow that as we go along as Connor Schaus continues his warm-up tosses. Dylan Kump will be the leadoff batter, the Bulldog shortstop. It looks like Reese Tanner will follow after him, and then we'll see how the lineup lines up after that point. So here comes Kupp. He'll lead things off for the Bulldogs here in the top of the first inning.
Leading off for the Bulldogs, number 3, Dylan Kupp.
Dylan Kupp reached base several times in that first game. And the first pitch on the way. Inside corner, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes.
Schaus, the freshman, on the mound for the Dragons.
That pitch, a called strike on the inside corner. It's 1-1. Reese Tanner is the number 2 batter in the on-deck circle. He's waiting to bat next. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. The wind and the pitch on the way. Down the middle, but low. 2-1.
Again, just barely missing the zone here. Got different home plate umpire than what we saw in the first game, but already kind of starting to see similar zones between the two.
Yeah, field umpire and home plate umpire switched places. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 2-2.
Evens up the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes to the first batter of this game, Dylan Kupp. Dogs trying to battle back. Cedartown now 11-7 on the year, 8-3 in region play. Pickens 10-9 on the year. They are 4-7 in region play.
Schaus with the wind, the 2-2 pitch. Fastball low, and that'll fill the count up 3-2 now to the leadoff batter for the Bulldogs, Dylan Kupp.
See what the sophomore can do here. Dylan, one of the top 10 players in the state for his recruiting class, the sophomores. We'll see if he can get aboard to start things out.
The wind, the 3-2 is going to be back to the backstop, ball 4. Dylan Kupp draws a leadoff walk, and he'll be at first base with nobody out, and Reese Tanner will be the second batter up here in this inning. Again, MJ Holiday is not in the lineup, at least not right now. They'll shift up the rest of the lineup for him.
Reese Tanner.
So Reese Tanner will dig in there, a left-handed batter against the right-handed pitching Schaus.
Tanner, the sophomore, stepping in, trying to move over Dylan Kupp.
The stretch and the pitch. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. 81 miles per hour on that one. 0-1 the count to Reese Tanner. Reese in that first game reached base once, had a triple and a run scored. In the first game of the doubleheader, throw over to first base. He is safe. Pickoff attempt was not in time. The pitcher, Cade Dingler, waits next. He'll be hitting third. Another throw back to first. He's safe.
0-1 the count. Nobody out. Runner at first base is the sophomore, Dylan Cupp, and the sophomore, Reese Tanner, now at the plate.
Shouts the stretch. The pitch. Runner does not go. The pitch is low, but a called strike. Wow. 0-2 the count now to Reese Tanner.
Shouts, the freshman, able to get ahead in this at-bat, and it's different than what we saw in the at-bat with Dylan Cupp. We'll see if the freshman can try to finish off Tanner here.
Throw down to first base, and Cupp is back. Little surprise pickoff move, but Cupp is able to dive back into the bag at first. 0-2 the count to Reese Tanner. Schaus with a stretch. The pitch. Runner goes. It's fouled away. The count will stay at 0-2. And Dylan Cupp will head back to the bag at first. Cade Dingler, as we mentioned, waits on deck. He will hit third. We'll see who hits cleanup. It'll probably be Corbin Kazort. We'll see how they adjust the lineup. No balls, 2 strikes the count. The 0-2 pitch is high and away, 1-2. Ball 1 to the Bulldogs center fielder, Reese Tanner.
It's a good pitch that time. Good pitch selection by Schaus because you've got some to waste and almost a pitch out to see if Cupps can try to steal again or run.
1-2 pitch, runner goes, swung on and missed. It's a strikeout, throw down to second, will not be in time, and Cupp has the bag swiped. He'll have a stolen base, but it's out number 1. So Cupp is at second base. Tanner retired on the strikeout swinging. That'll bring up the pitcher, Cade Dingler. We would assume he would be the starting pitcher. He usually starts.
Bulldogs, number 8, Cade Dingler.
He usually starts the third game of the series, and we'll talk a little bit more about the big responsibility that Dingler's going to have in this game. Runner goes to third. The pitch is inside. Throw down to third base. Will not be in time. He's got it swiped, and Dylan Cupp is stealing bases all over the place. That's, I believe, his 4th, maybe his 5th stolen base today.
Something like that.
So he's at third base. Here's the pitch. Swung on and popped straight up. Will it be in play? Catcher behind the plate. He's going to watch it land behind the press box here. And it's an 0-2 count.
Dylan Cupp over at third base, the senior, Cade Dingler. Batting right here. Fellow senior Corbin Kazort on deck with 1 out, a 1-1 count to Dingler.
0-2.
Oh, 0-2, check that.
Pitch. Swung on, a chopper hit toward shortstop. The run will score. The throw goes to first. They just got him. And the Bulldogs will strike first here in this one. An RBI ground out by Cade Dingler will score Dylan Cupp, and the Dogs strike first. It's 1-0.
We'll play a little bit of small ball here in the top of the first inning. Cedartown brings home that run. 1-0, able to get it started early, and it's what we saw in the first game as well. We'll see if they can try to add to it with 2 out.
Kazort swings and misses, 0-1. Corbin Kazort was the starting pitcher in the first game of this doubleheader. He's now over at the hot corner. He's behind in the count early, 0-1. Base is empty, 2 out, 1 run in for the Bulldogs. The pitch on the way. Just missed outside. Count goes to 1-1 now on the Bulldogs senior third baseman.
The outside zone when you're facing these right-handed batters was called heavily in that first game, just barely missing the zone on that pitch.
The 1-1 pitch with the bases empty. Strike called inside corner with a fastball.
Again, Schaus able to get ahead in this count. Freshman showing a lot of good things so far here in the top of the first inning.
He's been throwing hard here in this first. 1-2 pitch, all-speed pitch, strike 3 called, inning over. But the Bulldogs strike first, again, thanks to the fleet-footedness of Dylan Cupp, who reached on a walk and got over to third base on a couple of stolen bases. Cade Dingler drives him home on an RBI ground out, and we head to the bottom half of the first. It's a 1-0 lead for the Bulldogs back after this 60-second timeout. Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs. Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
And we're back. The Dogs able to strike first in the top of the first inning with 1 run as Dylan Cupp is brought in on a ground ball. But that's all Cedartown can manage in the top of the first inning. And we'll see what Cade Dingler, the senior right-hander, can do here on the mound as he'll get the start in the deciding Game 3 of this series. Dingler, a very reliable pitcher, Andrew, but he's had some struggles here in his senior season. He's struggled with walks and hit by pitches, and he'll try to avoid that here in a big region game.
And the Bulldogs need him to go
Number 6.
Need him to go as long as he can, because you don't have MJ Holiday available, you would think, to be a relief pitcher. You've already used a couple of relief pitchers today, and that of Cam Jackson and then Britt Baxter. Leading off will be the pitcher, Connor Schaus, for the Pickens Dragons here in the bottom of the first inning. Cade Dingler looking for a big start here, and the Bulldogs looking to him to carry them. There's a ball hit on the ground towards second base. Denver Nell gobbles that up, throws to first base. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the first.
That's a play that it feels like Cedartown really didn't have a lot of. In that first game, it was a lot of quality at-bats from Pickens and waiting for the pitch you want to see, not offering at the first pitch very often for the Dragons. A quick retiring of the first batter, 1 away, and here comes Antonozzi.
The catcher for the Pickens Dragons will face Cade Dingler. The pitch to him. Foul tipped, 0-1.
Just able to get a piece of it that time. Antonozzi showed some good things behind home plate. Able to get it done as well at the plate in that first game.
0-1 pitch to him. Low and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Next batter up is Hunter White, number 10. Similar lineups to game 1. The pitch. Popped up right side. That'll drift out of play. And that's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. Anthony Antonozzi, who we saw at catcher in the first game, would assume he's behind home plate again here. The junior at the plate for Pickens.
1-2 the count. Cade Dingler gets the sign from Eli Barrow. The wind, the pitch. Down the middle, strike 3 called. Out number 2 in the inning. So a ground out and then a strikeout looking, and that's 2 quick outs here in the home half of the first, and Hunter White will be the batter.
For the Dragons. Number 10, Hunter White.
In the first game, Hunter White played right field.
We also saw him come in at pitcher for a little bit there for the Dragons defensively. Would assume that he's playing in the outfield again here.
Go ahead, Logan, sorry.
Just going to say bottom of the first inning, 2 out. Hunter White coming to the plate.
And Dingler with a wind the pitch. Taken high, 1 ball, no strikes. Cedartown able to score first at the top of the first inning thanks to some good base running by Dylan Cupp. Upstairs, ball 2. 2-0 now to White. See, that's what the Bulldogs got into some trouble, though, in the first game. They get some quick outs, but then they'd lose the third batter in the inning. And right now, Dingler is behind in the count, 2-0. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Late on that fastball, it's 2-1.
That's what you see a lot, though, from Dingler. When he gets behind in the count, he's going to come at you with the fastball, and maybe he'll leave it just a little bit high to see if you'll chase it. Able to get a big strike call there.
2-1 is going to bounce away, and it's ball 3 to Hunter White.
Seth Dinsmore, the cleanup batter, waiting on deck for the Dragons. He had a nice game one. He's had a good series against the Bulldogs.
Hitters count now to White. K. Dingler winds, delivers. Swung and foul tipped again, 3-2. That'll fill the count up.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Bases are empty for Pickens. 1-0 Cedartown on top. Home half of the first inning.
Payoff pitch. Lost him. Again, the play continues as a 2 out, nobody on base on balls. Will put a runner aboard here for the Pickens Dragons.
Number 28, Seth Dinsmore.
Brings up Seth Dinsmore, the big-time senior who's had a nice series. 4th batter in the lineup for Pickens. Brings a lot of power to the plate.
Throw down to first base. Close play, but he's safe. Dinsmore has been the DH, but he's also pitched. He pitched for the Dragons back on Tuesday in relief. Dingler with a pitch. Strike called, a high strike, right about letter high. Nothing and 1 the count. Drake Sutton probably would be the next batter up. Pitch on the way, swung on. There's a fly ball hit to right field. He'll come in and make the squeeze. That is out number 3. The walk is going to be left stranded. No hits in the inning, but 1 base on balls and 1 left. We head to the top of the second inning. 1-0 lead for the Bulldogs. We'll return after this.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. Oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs! Daniel's Green Services and Handyman, your best choice for total home renovation or even small projects. 770-862-1240. 770-862-1240. Painting, siding, concrete, windows, pressure washing, flooring, drywall, doors, roofing, electrical, and even lawn care. They're fully insured and will do a great job. Check them out on Facebook, Daniel's Green Services and Handyman, your best choice. 770-862-1240.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Pickens able to get a base runner aboard in the bottom of the first inning, but that's it. And Cedartown holds on to a 1-0 lead. And we'll see what the Bulldogs do as they try to add to that lead here in the top of the second inning. Obviously, after seeing how Pickens battled back with 3 runs in the bottom of the second in the first game, if you're Cedartown, you want to add all the runs you can right here. And the freshman, number 6, Connor Schaus, continuing his work on the mound for Pickens as there's a quick little meeting there just beside the mound between Schaus and a couple of the coaches for the Dragons. Pickens able to keep their hopes for the postseason alive with that win in Game 1. It'd really help them if they can pick up this series victory. They're trailing right now 1-0 as we start the second inning of play. Cedartown still alive, looking at the records right now to win the region. Also alive to host a home playoff series, but if you want either of that to happen, if you're Cedartown, you've got to win this game.
I think the Bulldogs can comfortably say they have a state playoff berth virtually wrapped up. But, again, you're not satisfied with just a state playoff berth. They've had state playoff berths, but they've had to go on the road in the first few rounds, and they end up getting eliminated in the first or second round. What you want is a situation like in 2016 where you're able to be at home they were able to be at home the entire playoff run pretty much until the Final Four. And but again, that's a long way between there and now. And the Bulldogs will start with Denver Nell. Zane Barrow will bat after him, and one would assume Eli Barrow would be after that. Then we'll see who the Bulldogs place in the lineup in place of MJ Holiday, who, again, as if you're just joining us, was taken out of game one after sliding into second base and appearing to injure maybe his arm or his shoulder. So he's getting a few extra tosses. Looks like they got a new pitcher out there, too.
You're right. You're right. Number 18, Jackson Moore in, the junior righty. So Connor Schaus, a quick outing for the freshman, and Moore comes in. He'll throw. So wondering why it was taking so long. There you have it.
Now we know why.
In there for Pickens, yes.
So Schaus goes that one inning, gives up the one run. He did have 2 strikeouts, though. So we hope there's no injury or anything. He's getting plenty of time to warm up. It might be a calculated move, I'm not sure, but regardless of the fact that a new pitcher is going to get a chance to face the middle of the Bulldog lineup here.
And remember, if you're tuning in, Cedartown not having a region series next week at spring break, so the Dogs able to avoid having to play a region series during spring break. They will play in the Battle for Bartow Classic at Lake Point Thursday and Friday. One game on Thursday and I believe a doubleheader on Friday, and we'll have more information for you on that later, next week. But
well, I can tell you the first game's going to be Cartersville. We know that for sure, and that's going to be a very, very tough game. But at least it's a non-region game, and it's a game that the Dogs can use to maybe tune up and get ready. Denver Nell will lead things off for the Bulldogs here in the top of the second. And the first pitch to him. Low for ball one. Denver Nell's been swinging a good bat of late. He reached 3 times in the first game and scored 1 run. 1-0 pitch. Strike called. Right about the knee high there. It's 1-1.
Similar spot that time for Moore, able to get it up just a little bit more to get the call that time. Evens up the count, 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 to Denver. Just got a piece and fouled it straight back. Now he's behind 1 ball, 2 strikes.
On deck is Zane Barrow. The senior comes in, retrieves that foul ball, gives it off to the catcher, Antonozzi.
One would assume that Eli's in the hole. The pitch. Curveball inside. Almost hit him. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Bulldogs trying to win their 3rd region series out of the 4 that they've played if they can win this game.
2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Ball pops away. They're going to have to throw him out. The throw goes to first, and they get him. So it's a strikeout, and they complete the throw out for out number 1 here in the second. That'll bring up Zane Barrow, the first baseman.
Barrow, the senior,
Now
coming in.
Bulldogs, number 12, Zane Barrow.
Had a nice game in that first one, Andrew.
He did indeed. He reached a couple of times.
Zane able to get a run scored, I believe, a run batted in as well.
Yeah, hit by a pitch and a base hit. He did strike out 1 time. First pitch to him, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 away here in the top of the second inning, and Dogs with a 1-0 lead. There's a ball hit to center field. He'll have to play it on a hot base hit. Zane Barrow drops one in front of the center fielder for a 1-out single. He'll be at first base. And Eli Barrow will come to the plate.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 20, Eli Barrow.
Well, just an off-speed pitch that time. Waited for the pitch that he wanted to see to Zane. And was able to come up, drive it, drops there in shallow center field, and now the Bulldogs have a base runner in the second inning. Can they move him over?
Can they do it? Can they indeed? That was, by the way, the first hit for the Bulldogs in the game. Snap throw over to first base, and Zane slides back in safely. The run the Bulldogs got was a run without a hit, a walk, a couple of steals, and then a sacrifice ground out. Get a pitch to be made to Eli Barrow. And here it is. Runner goes, pitches a strike, throw down to second is a strike, but it bounces up there, and he's going to be safe. He's able to slide in there.
That's very close there at second base. If it's a little bit harder of a throw, if it makes it to the glove without a hop, may have him out at second base. But Zane Barrow, the senior, fortunate to still be standing in scoring position now with 1 out.
The stretch, the 0-1 to Eli. Bounced up there. Good stop by the catcher. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Looks like Cole Dingler is on deck, so the freshman will get a chance here. Cole may be playing the outfield. Pitch. There's a strike called outside corner and a bit high, but he got the call, and it's 1-2 now to the Bulldogs hind catcher, Eli Barrow. Zane Barrow leads away at second. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes for out number 2. That'll bring up the freshman Cole Dingler, we believe probably playing right field. Second strikeout thrown.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 7, Cole Dingler.
And actually, according to Game Changer, Dingler is listed as the DH, so maybe Britt Baxter in right field defensively.
He could be.
Harlem Diamond, the left fielder, now on deck, number 9 batter.
Swung on and a chopper hit to first base. They'll have to run, and he'll run the race, and that'll be out number 3. So Cole Dingler is out on the 3 unassisted. One runner left stranded, but the Bulldogs still hold on to the 1-0 lead as we head to the bottom half of the second right after this.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big AA is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. Amy and I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You've worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big AA. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
And we're back. Bottom half of the second inning. Cedartown on top 1-0. Logan Maddox and Andrew Carter with you here in Jasper, Georgia. And the senior Cade Dingler continuing his work on the mound for the Bulldogs, trying to keep Pickens scoreless here in the bottom of the second. He'll face Drake Sutton, the senior, to start things out. Final warm-up throw is sent down to second base. Denver Dale fields it.
Number 7.
They get it back to the pitcher, Cade Dingler. We're just about set to get things going.
And here we go. Dingler able to get around a base runner in the first inning. And we'll see if the Bulldogs senior pitcher can do the same here in the second, maybe get a 1-2-3 inning. That's something the Dogs have not had today in both games. There's a ball grounded up the middle. The throw down to first base will be in time. They got him. That's out number 1.
First pitch he sees, Drake Sutton tries to drop down a bunt. If I'm not mistaken, he had a bunt single in the first game. At least one of his teammates did if it wasn't him, but that went right back to the mound. Cade Dingler fields it, throws in time, and now there's one away for the senior, Jared Whitmore. One down in the bottom of the second inning.
First pitch to Whitmore is a strike call, 0-1 the count.
Going for the outside edge against this right-handed batter again, getting the strike called. Gets ahead in this at bat 0-1.
That one's going to hit him on the back, and again, control has been an issue for the Bulldogs here. And it seems like the second inning is when it starts to happen. And hopefully that's not a harbinger of things to come here in this one. So Whitmore gets hit by a pitch. He'll be at first base.
Now batting for the Dragons, number 15, Trace Ledbetter.
And you heard the PA announcer, Trace Ledbetter.
Ledbetter, the freshman first baseman, was part of that very successful bottom third of the order for Pickens in that first game.
One away, runner at first. Runner goes, pitches high, throw down to second base. Will be away from the bag, and it bounces away, but packing up was the center fielder, Reese Tanner, and he'll have second base swiped. The throw, Logan, short hop the bag.
Didn't quite get enough on that throw to Eli Barrow. So runner in scoring position now with one out for the Dragons. Tying run at second.
And we all know how good of an arm Eli has. He can gun out the fastest of the fast, but that time just threw it too low. There's a ball fouled back, and the count is 0-1. Tying run in scoring position with one out. 1 ball and 1 strike the count to Trace Ledbetter. With Parker Rhodes, we believe, due up. Yes, he is. Cade, the stretch, the pitch. Hit to second base on a couple of hops. The runner will get to third. He'll throw over to first to get the out. 2 away, but Whitmore will stop 90 feet away from the plate.
So if Pickens is going to tie it up, it's going to be up to Parker Rhodes.
Number 8, Parker Rhodes.
Try to keep this inning going. As you can see on the center field camera, wind picking up out there, blowing from right to left.
First pitch to Rhodes is low and in, ball 1.
Two out, runner at third base for Pickens. Tying run 90 feet away.
Cade checks the runner, the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed on a high fastball. Count is 1-1 now to Parker Rhodes. Bulldogs senior pitcher Cade Dingler delivers. Outside. 2-1.
Trying to paint that outside edge, just losing a little bit of it. Not able to drop it in there as he would have liked, and he's behind in the count now.
The 2-1 pitch. Upstairs, 3-1. James Tilley is on deck. And the pitch is high for ball 4, and that'll be runners on the corners with 2 out.
Number 9 batter comes up now. It's James Tilley.
Number 16, James Tilley.
It's the second base on balls in this game for Cade Dingler, but the 10th base on balls by Bulldogs pitching today, and that's it's not a good stat. 9th man in the batting order is Tilley. Dingler gets the sign, the pitch. Runner goes, strike. Throw goes down to second base, and it almost hit the umpire. Did they get him? Yes, they got the runner at second. This time Eli Barrow guns down the runner trying to get from first to second. It took a perfect throw, and the umpire kind of shielded it from Logan and I, but we saw the out signal given, and that will retire the side. Runner left at third base. We head now to the top of the third inning and a 1-0 lead for the Bulldogs.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Dogs holding on to a 1-0 advantage as we head to the third inning. Jackson Moore, the junior reliever who came in after one inning pitched by Connor Schaus, he is still working here on the mound for Pickens as we start back play. The Dogs with 1 run in that first inning, and shocker, it was Dylan Cup again.
Yeah, and the Bulldogs scored that 1 run on no hits. It was 2 stolen bases by Dylan Cup. He stole second, he stole third, and then he came home on an RBI ground out by Cade Dingler. So Harlem Diamond will have his first at bat of the day. He was DH'd for in the first game. So Diamond will get a chance, then back to the top of the order with Cup and then Tanner. Harlem takes a strike, 0-1.
First at bat of the day for Harlem Diamond. He was actually DH'd for in that first game by Trent Johnson.
0-1 pitch to Harlem, swing and a miss on a pitch that dropped down on him. It was down the middle, but a nasty break on it. It's 0-2 now. The pitcher, Jackson Moore, coming in for his second inning of work. He relieved the starter, Connor Schaus, in the first game. That one bounced up there. 1-2 now to Harlem Diamond.
Dylan Cup on deck, and after him it'll be Reese Tanner. They're all due up here in inning number 3.
The 1-2 pitch to Harlem Diamond. Swing and a miss late on that one, and Diamond, a victim of a strikeout swinging. That is the 3rd strikeout thrown so far by Jackson Moore, and the 5th by Dragons pitching here in this game.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 3, Dylan Cup.
And Dylan Cup, who, as we mentioned before, drew the opening walk and then promptly stole a couple of bases and came home on a ground out. So no official at bat, but he has a run scored. That's low and away to him. 1 ball, no strikes. Dylan Cup committed to play at Mississippi State. Pitch. Down low. 2-0 now to Dylan Cup. And if he continues to develop like we think he will, other offers may be coming and maybe even a high draft pick. That one just missed outside, 3-0.
Now we're starting to see those outside pitches against these right-handed batters not getting called like they were in that first game. We'll see if Moore tries to change it up with the 3-0 count.
And here it is, squares to bunt, takes inside, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk will put Dylan Cup aboard for the second time today. And we all know what a threat he is when he's on the base pads.
Antonozzi with a pretty good throw in that last inning trying to get Zane Barrow down at second base. And if Dylan Cup's going to steal second base, he'll probably have to earn it against the catcher who almost had a throw out a minute ago.
Reese Tanner struck out swinging his last time. He's 0 for 1. Pitch to him. That one goes back to the backstop. Dylan Cup was already taking off to second, and he'll be there without a throw, and Cup is in scoring position with 1 out.
If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube or NFHS Network, we would have switched the camera, but he was already at second base by the time we noticed, so there was no point. He was already there.
1-0 to Tanner is a breaking ball inside corner, strike called, 1-1. Nasty pitch there from Moore.
That's the thing about Pickens. They have done a really good job pitching here. And, we mentioned on Tuesday, wondered if they didn't have the full stable. I think we found our answer today.
Checks the runner, and he'll go back to second base. And that just goes on to show you, this is a young team, but they played, this is their 5th game this week. Pitch is swung on and hit to left field. The ball will fall in fair territory and bounce on the wall. Rounding third and heading to the plate is Dylan Cup. The throw will be cut off. He's going to score. Cedartown is now up 2-0. Now, he was already heading to third, Logan, but he had to stop to make sure the ball wasn't caught. When he realized it was going to fall, he rounds the bag and heads over.
So a big hit, another hit out in left field by Reese Tanner. He had a similar one in that first game where the left fielder just couldn't quite read it. And it drops in there pretty close to the warning track. RBI double for the sophomore. Reese Tanner makes it 2-0 Bulldogs in the top of the 3rd inning, and Cedartown trying to keep it going here with 1 out.
Cade Dingler at the plate. He had the RBI ground out in the first inning, which scored Dylan Cup. Now, Reese Tanner at second base. The pitch. Strike called, inside corner, 0-1. Reese Tanner leads away from second. The pitch. High and tight. Reese had a big lead off the bag at second, but the shortstop was not holding him on, so he scampers back on that inside pitch. 1-1 the count now to Cade Dingler. He checks the runner, the pitch. It's a strike 2 called. 1-2 now to Cade Dingler. One out here in the top of the third, and the Dogs have put another run on the board. It's 2-0 Cedartown. The stretch, instead he'll stop and force the runner back to second. Jackson Moore pitching for the Dragons of Pickens High School. 1-2 to Cade Dingler. Low and away. Count goes even. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to the senior pitcher. A chance for Dingler to help himself. He's already got a 2-0 lead. He'd like a bigger cushion. The 2-2 is going to be back to the backstop, away from the catcher. Bounces back to him quickly, but with the fleet-footed Reese Tanner, he's already at third base. So another run 90 feet away for the Bulldogs, and a full count to Cade Dingler, 3-2. Moore with the payoff pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground, up the middle. That's going to score a run. The throw to first is out. They're going to call him out. Let me tell you something. That was a bang-bang play over at first base. I thought he might have got there at the same time as the ball, but the field umpire said, you're out. That is out number 2, but Cedartown now leads at 3-0 on the RBI ground out.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 10, Corbin Resort.
But give Cade Dingler another RBI. That's his second today. Now Corbin Gazort with the bases empty and two away. That one goes back to the backstop, ball 1. Corbin struck out looking his last time up.
Time called as the catcher can come up and have a chat real quick with the pitcher, Cade Dingler, who grounded out. Like you said, second RBI here in this second game of the doubleheader. Able to score Dillon Cup in that first inning.
It is 3-0 because the run scored from third.
All right.
They just haven't put it on the board here yet.
So Dogs on top 3-0. You're correct.
Time called at the plate by Gazort. One the count to him, as of course he took that pitch that went back to the backstop. 1-0 pitch on the way. Hit deep to left field. That one is going to roll all the way to the fence. That might have hit his bat twice. And he's going to round first and head to second base, and he will be standing there with a 2-out double. Did you hear how it sounded off the bat, Logan? It sounded like a click, and then he hits it really hard to the left field, and he's got a 2-out double.
Just able to get a big base hit there as Corbin Gazort, 3-0 Bulldogs on top, and maybe trying to strike for some more here with 2 out. Denver Nail coming up to the plate. Top of the third inning, and Cedartown up by 3 runs.
It's one of the hardest balls that Corbin has hit in quite some time. Checks the runner, the pitch. Took a breaking ball for a strike down the middle to Denver Nail, 0-1. Denver struck out swinging his last time up back in the second inning. He led off the second. So, Bulldogs second baseman 0 for 1 on the day so far. The 0-1 to Denver. Hit up the middle, and the shortstop fields. He'll throw over to first base, and the inning is over. But Cedartown puts 2 more on the board thanks to some good hitting by the Bulldogs. A double by Tanner and a double by Gazort, and there's your 2 runs added to the board. Cedartown with a 3-0 lead as we head to the bottom half of the third, and we'll come back with more baseball in a moment.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately?
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Livewire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Livewire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Livewire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
Burgess Insurance Services in Rome, 222 North 5th Avenue Southwest, 706-234-5680. And in Cedartown, 114 South Philpott Street, 770-748-4165.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Cade Dingler comes out for his third inning of work. Cedartown adds a couple of insurance runs for him. It's 3-0 Dogs as James Tilley, the number 9 batter in the lineup for Pickens, will come up. He was at bat last inning, if you remember, but Eli Barrow threw out a runner trying to steal second base.
Yeah, he picked off Parker Rhodes, who walked as the previous batter. So fresh count for Tilley. He takes a strike call, 0-1 the count. Bottom of the third, Cedartown leads 3-0. A run in the first and 2 runs in the second. Tilley, Schaus, and Antonozzi due up. Pitch is high, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Dogs trying to get their 12th win of the year and try to get their 9th win in region play right here.
The 1-1 pitch just missed outside. 2-1. Yeah, Eli tried to hold it right there. He sure did, Logan.
Tried his best that time, not able to get the call. 2-1 the count.
Dingler ready. The 2-1 pitch just missed inside that time, maybe a bit high as well. Count goes to 3-1 now to Tilley. Hitter's count now for the 9-hole hitter. And he pops it up. First baseman calls for it. Zane Barrow makes the squeeze for out number 1. Pop out to first. That'll bring up Connor Schaus, who started the game pitching, and but he will be relieved for the new pitcher, Jackson Moore.
Number 18, Jackson Moore.
Makes me wonder if Schaus may have had some sort of injury.
Hope he's all right. Very talented freshman.
So Moore will bat for him. This will be Moore's first at bat in this game. And he has a big cut, and he didn't get it, 0-1.
Again, this is Jackson Moore at the plate, the junior for Pickens. 0-1 the count with 1 out. Bases are empty for the Dragons.
0-1 pitch. Strike 2 called outside corner. Again, the Bulldogs will be back in action Thursday at Lake Point in the Battle for Bartow Classic against the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes. 0-2 pitch just missed outside, ball 1.
Very close, but again, just a little bit off the plate. Not missing by a whole lot, 1-2.
Jackson Moore at the plate. And Dingle with a 1-2. Low and away, 2-2. The pop out to start the inning. Tilley popped out to first, and that's the first out. Now a 2-2 count to Jackson Moore. Bulldogs dugout making some noise. Or the dugout for Pickens making some noise. That's low, ball 3, and now an 0-2 count goes to a 3-2 count.
Full count here to Jackson Moore, the number 2 batter in the inning. Number 1 batter in the order for Pickens. 1 away.
And now the payoff pitch. Swung on, back to the circle. He'll underhand toss to first base. And that is out number 2. To the mound, I should say.
Just a case of look what I found that time for Cade Dingler. Didn't even have to really move his glove. Went right to him after he threw the pitch. Now 2 away.
Antonozzi.
Brings up the catcher, Antonozzi.
Antonozzi, a victim of a strikeout looking back in the first inning. Dingler with 2 quick outs. Can he get the 1-2-3 inning? Just missed upstairs, ball 1. Late night already, going to be a late finish as well. The pitch outside, ball 2. 2-0 the count now to Antonozzi. Antonozzi struck out on a 1-2 pitch back in the first inning looking, but now he's ahead in the count 2-0. And Cade gets a sign from Eli Barrow. The 2-0. He went around, strike 1. Not able to check his swing. 2 balls and 1 strike now to Antonozzi.
Well, I think regardless, it might have been in the zone either way, so Dingler able to battle back with a strike there.
The 2-1 is low and away, and that'll be a 3-1 count coming now to Antonozzi.
If you missed the first game, Bulldogs battled back but lost 10-8 to Pickens. Cedartown trying to avenge that loss right here in the final and the series deciding game 3.
The 3-1 pitch, curveball high, and he lost him. So another 2-out base runner for the Pickens Dragons here. And Antonozzi will be at first base. They'll probably relieve him with the courtesy runner.
Dragons, number 10, Hunter White.
And now Hunter White will lead things off, and they will switch out.
Courtesy running for the Dragons, number 1, Colby Brooks.
Colby Brooks will run for Antonozzi. He'll head back to the dugout and get his catcher's gear on. Hunter White will now be at the plate. He was walked his last time.
Too many of those so far today in this series for Cedartown. This is a spot where the Dogs got into a little bit of trouble in the first few innings. You got through a nice first inning, then allowed some walks in that second inning. 3 runs for Pickens, allowed a 6-run fourth inning. Just these prolonged innings where you got the first couple of outs, you felt good, and then you just lost batters.
3 free passes issued in this game by Cade Dingler. The 11th walk given up by Bulldog pitching in both games. First pitch is high, ball 1. 1-0 the count to White. As we mentioned before, he walked his last time, but was left stranded at first in the first inning. Cedartown leads 3-0 here in the bottom half of the third. Cade Dingler winds, delivers. Swing and a miss on a pitch that sunk away from him.
A lot of movement on that one from the senior, and White not able to make contact. Evens up the count, 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Runner at first base is Brooks.
And the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 called inside corner that time. That might have been a gift. And now Dingler has a 1-2 count to work with. The DH, Seth Dinsmore, is on deck, or Dinsmore. 1-2 pitch, bounced up there, runner goes, no chance to throw him. It was a good pitch to run on as it was bounced up there, and Cade had to keep it in front of him. So no chance to get the base runner as the courtesy runner for Antonozzi is at second base with 2 out. A pop out and a ground out, and now a walk has a runner at second base after the stolen base. And a 2-2 count to the batter. The pitch. Breaking ball popped off the glove of Eli Barrow. He'll slide down, and the runner's going to be at third base, and that's a 3-2 count. That might be a pass ball.
Time called as Cade Dingler and Dylan Cupp have a quick word on the mound. Cupp returns back to his position at shortstop. Runner 90 feet away from being the first run of this game for Pickens. 3-0 Cedartown on top, bottom of the third.
3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. That'll leave the runner stranded at third, and the Dragons have had 3 left here in this game so far. And we'll head now to the fourth. Cedartown leads 3-0 over the Dragons of Pickens County High School.
Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs. Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Cedartown able to work out of that jam in the bottom of the third inning, and now we head to the fourth. Dogs on top 3-0. Jackson Moore, the junior for Pickens, he's done a good job, all things considered, allowed a couple of runs last inning, and Cedartown will try to keep that going here in inning number 4. If we found out anything from that first game, no lead is safe in this series here at Jasper.
Leading off for the Bulldogs.
So Zane Barrow will try to
12,
start out this
Zane
inning on the
Barrow.
right note for the Bulldogs.
Zane Barrow, Eli Barrow, and Cole Dingler will be due up here for the Dogs in the top of the fourth inning. Pitched is outside, ball 1 to Zane Barrow. Barrow's last time up had a single.
And again, really enjoying seeing these more patient at-bats for Cedartown, namely not swinging at the first pitch and really any at-bats. It's what hurt them so heavily in that first game was swinging at first pitches, thinking that it's what you want, and then having a fly ball or a pop-up.
1-0 pitch is drilled to right field. Right fielder comes in, and he's underneath. He'll make the catch. And that'll be out number 1 as Zane Barrow flies out to right.
So his brother Eli Barrow now comes up, 1 out, bases empty
Now
for the
batting
Bulldogs.
Bulldogs, number 20, Eli Barrow.
Eli, the sophomore, catcher for Cedartown. He's had some nice hits as of late, and he'll try to get another one right here.
Barrow struck out his last time, so hitless in this game. Aligned the pitch to him, swung on and chopped foul to the left side. Strike 1 to Barrow.
Dogs with 1 run in the first and 2 in the third inning. Zane Barrow retired on a fly out to right field in the last at bat. Here's Eli.
The 0-1. Big cut, and he didn't get it. High pitch that he swung through, and it's an 0-2 count now to the Bulldogs' sophomore catcher, Eli Barrow.
Just failing to make count again, swinging at these outside of the zone.
The 0-2. Just got a piece to stay alive. Found it straight back to the netting.
That time Antonozzi set up outside of the zone, stuck his glove right in the middle of the zone, and Moore came after Barrow. Sophomore catcher just able to get a piece of it and stay alive.
The wind, the 0-2 pitch to Eli Barrow. It's a curveball, strike 3 called, caught the inside corner. A nasty breaking ball will sit Eli Barrow down for the second out.
You just got to give credit where it's due. That was a nasty, nasty pitch there from Jackson Moore. The junior records the second out, another strikeout for
Now batting for
him.
the Bulldogs, number 7.
It brings up the freshman now, Cole Dingler.
That is 4 strikeouts for the young man since he came into the game in the second inning. Cole Dingler will be at the plate, and he'll take one down the middle, but low. 1 ball, no strikes to Cole Dingler. Cole rolled out to first base his last time. Here's the 1-0 to Cole Dingler. It's a strike called over the outside corner. 1-1. If Cole can reach, then Harlem Diamond waits on deck. The 1-1 pitch just missed.
Dropped by Antonozzi as well, the catcher. 2-1 the count now with 2 away. Bases empty. Cole Dingler, the freshman, trying to get a base knock and keep the top of the fourth alive.
2 balls, 1 strike. The wind, the pitch. Foul back, and that'll even the count at 2-2.
Remember the Bulldogs back in action Thursday at Lake Point, competing in the Battle for Bartow Classic. Always a fun series taking on some of those Bartow County teams.
The 2-2 pitch with 2 out. Pitch is outside. Full count now, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases empty here in the top of the fourth inning. And Jackson Moore, the pitcher, winds, delivers the payoff. Popped up. Right side, first baseman trying to find it. He is underneath. He'll make the squeeze, and the Dogs go 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the 4th. We'll head now to the bottom half. Cedartown 3 and Dragons nothing.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Daniel's Green Services and Handyman, your best choice for total home renovation or even small projects. 770-862-1240. 770-862-1240. Painting, siding, concrete, windows, pressure washing, flooring, drywall, doors, roofing, electrical, and even lawn care. They're fully insured and will do a great job. Check them out on Facebook, Daniel's Green Services and Handyman, your best choice. 770-862-1240.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
We're back here on the Big Double A, home half of the 4th inning, and a new pitcher for Cedartown as we start inning number 4 defensively. It's number 4 for the Bulldogs, Xavier Holliday. Holliday, the freshman brother of MJ Holliday. We saw him pitch a little bit in the run rule victory over Temple earlier in the season, but, you know, trying to think back, Andrew, that might have been the last time we've seen him pitch this year.
That's the last time I can think of seeing him, and we'll see how he does here. He'll have a chance to pick up where Cade Dingler left off. Cade pitched 3 great innings. He did give up about 3 walks, but able to get out of some jams. The defense played well behind him, and Cade could qualify for the win here as Xavier Holliday comes in. In case you missed game 1, the Cedartown Bulldogs fell 10-8. Cedartown appeared to be on their way to a comeback, but the rally fell short late in the game, and the series is now tied 1-1 as Cedartown won, 12-5 on Tuesday?
Yes.
So it's been an offensive explosion for really both sides
in
this game in this series so far. Here it's been just 3-0 in this game up to this point. Here in the bottom half of the 4th, the DH coming to the plate, and he'll take one inside ball 1.
Yeah, this is Seth Dinsmore, the senior, coming up. We'll see how Xavier Holliday tries to attack him.
Here's the pitch. Strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike.
74-mile-per-hour pitch there from the freshman.
You know, Xavier doesn't dazzle you with speed, but he's got a lot of break just like his big brother does. Swing and a miss on another big breaking ball. And now it's 1-2.
That time fooling Dinsmore, getting ahead in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Sutton waits on deck, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The kick and the pitch. Down low. The count, 2 balls, 2 strikes to the DH Dinsmore. Xavier Holliday delivers a 2-2. Strike 3 called. Got him on the outside corner for out number 1. First strikeout of the day for Xavier.
Yeah, and a nice pitch that time on the outside edge, getting the strike called for the first out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. That retires Dinsmore. That brings up Sutton, the senior. 1 out and bases are empty.
Number 7, Drake Sutton.
Sutton hitless today. He grounded out his last time, grounded over to second. Xavier pitches upstairs, 1 ball and no strikes, the count to Sutton. The wind, the 1-0 pitch, down the middle. I guess it was low. 2-0. Holliday delivers, low and away, and it's 3 balls, no strikes.
Got behind a little bit in that first at bat, now way behind in the second at bat. They'll try to come back. A 3-0 count. See if Sutton has the green light.
The pitch. Just missed outside, ball 4. 4-pitch walk will put Sutton aboard for the first time in this game. And now it'll be Jared Whitmore. Whitmore was hit by a pitch his last time up by Cade Dingler.
Now batting for the Dragons, number 26, Jared Whitmore.
And I wonder if Cade checked in right field. I'm not sure if he did or not. That pitch is down low, and 5 straight have missed the zone from Xavier Holiday. 1-0 the count now to Whitmore. Runner at first base with 1 away. Xavier delivers. Strike call to drop the pitch, but still got the strike. It's 1-1 now to Whitmore.
Series deciding game 3 here between the Dragons and the Bulldogs. Late Friday night. It's going to be a late night getting home for Cedartown.
1-1 pitch. There's a strike 2 call over the outside corner. And Xavier ahead 1-2.
Temperatures dropping here, Andrew. Up in the mountains, getting pretty cool here in Jasper.
Probably going to get into the upper 20s tonight. The 1-2. Swung on and wasn't able to hold on to the tip. So it'll be a foul ball, 1-2 the count.
Three 0 Cedartown on top. Bottom of the 4th inning, 1 away, 1-2 the count. Runner at first base for the Dragons. They trail it by 3 runs.
1-2 the count to Whitmore. The stretch, the pitch. Just missed. My goodness, must have been high. How that looked to you on the center field camera? Pretty close, right?
Looked pretty good here. But, on that outside edge, it's been 50-50 just depending on how high or how low.
The 2-2 from Xavier. Low and away. That'll fill the count up 3-2. So the strikeout, then the walk on 4 straight, and now it's a full count to Whitmore. Ledbetter waits on deck for the Dragons. Pitch. Low and away, ball 4. 2 straight walks have runners on first and second, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate in that of Trace Ledbetter.
Now batting for the Dragons, number 15, Trace Ledbetter.
Only 1 out here in this inning. And Ledbetter coming up, the freshman, who has really made Cedartown pay a lot this game. Last game.
Yeah, the Dogs have been dancing around danger all game long here in this one. There's a strike called to Ledbetter, 0-1 the count. Trace, the first baseman, rolled out to second base his last time on a 4-3 putout. The 0-1 to Ledbetter. Fouled back. It's 0-2. Parker Rhodes would be next. There are 2 out. Two aboard and 2 out. Here in the top of the 4th inning, or the bottom of the 4th inning, rather, the pitch. There's a ball hit to right field. That could be trouble. It is going to be caught in right field. And a great play there for out number 2. That definitely saved a run, maybe 2 if it gets down.
Nice play out in right field. What we believe might be Britt Baxter. Maybe it's Cole Dingler.
Rhodes.
But a nice play regardless by the young guy out in right field. Now 2 away. Runners stay put at first and second. That brings up Parker Rhodes.
Rhodes was walked his last time. He was picked off trying to get to second. The pitch. Outside, ball 1. James Tilley would be next. Is the 5th man to bat in the inning. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch on the way. Slice the other way and foul.
That'll even up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away. 2 runners aboard for Pickens. Tying run still at the plate here with 2 out.
Runners with their leads. The 1-1. Tapped foul to the right side, and Xavier is one strike away from getting out of trouble here. 1-2 the count. At second base is Sutton. At first base is Whitmore. That one taken low, 2-2. The wind has pretty much calmed down. It was blowing pretty steadily when we still had daylight, but now that the sun's gone down, it's blowing a little bit, but not nearly as erratic as it was earlier. 2-2 pitch. There's a little bloop shot to shallow center field. Diving catch. Did he make the catch? Yes, he did in center field. What a catch there by Cedartown's Reese Tanner to dive and make the catch, and the inning comes to a close. My goodness gracious.
Just Reese Tanner being Reese Tanner.
That's Reese Tanner.
It is what it is.
Saved the game to this point. We head now to the fifth inning. Cedartown still leads 3-0.
Have you been to Croker's Hardware and Supply lately? Croker's is the place to find everything you need, from boots to fencing, from plumbing supplies to wood and gas stove fittings, everything, even paint and flooring. Whether you're building or repairing, everything you need is right here at Croker's Hardware on East Avenue. Name brands galore right here in your back door. Orca and Yeti coolers and tumblers, case knives, native eyewear, buck stove grills, and more. At Croker's, you can find everything.
Go by and see the friendly staff there at 1192 Rockmart Highway. That's Croker's Hardware in Cedartown.
One of the pillars of a strong community is knowing your neighbors. We believe it's important to know your neighbor. To know that the person down the street selling you your car is the person you'll see grilling with you at the block party. It's important to be a part of a community, and Peach State Ford is proud to be a part of historic Cedartown, Rockmart, and Rome, and even prouder to be rated one of the best in the country in customer service. Nobody knows trucks or people like Peach State Ford.
2076 Rockmart Highway, Cedartown, 866-872-6660.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
And we're back here on the Big Double A as Jackson Moore still on the mound for Pickens. Cedartown on top 3-0. And can't talk enough about that play in center field by Reese Tanner. A diving catch with 2 out to end the threat. If he doesn't make that catch, at least 2 runs score, and it's a whole different ball game to this point. But to this point, it saves the game, and Cedartown leads 3-0.
You can sound the dun-a-dun, ESPN. That was quite a play. Harlem Diamond leads things off for the Bulldogs here in the top of the fifth, and that one bounces away. 1 ball, no strikes.
Not missing by a whole lot. If he can get it up, maybe a little bit closer to the plate. May get a strike called, but too low that time. 1-0 the count. This is Harlem Diamond at the plate leading things off.
He'll take outside, 2-0. Harlem struck out swinging his last time up, and he's ahead in the count now. 2 balls, no strikes here in the fifth. It'll be Diamond, Cup, and Tanner due up for the Bulldogs here in this inning. The 2-0 pitch is a strike called over the outside corner. 2-1 now to the sophomore left fielder.
Good pitch again from Moore. The 2-0 count, leaving it on the outside edge. Not really enticing Diamond to go after it.
Swung on and missed. And it's 2-2 now to Harlem Diamond.
Comes back inside on him on the fastball and not able to make contact as Diamond.
The 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the pitch that was, wow, nasty. I'll just say that.
Good pitch again from Jackson Moore, the junior. Right-hander for Pickens. 1 away here in the 5th inning.
5 strikeouts.
5 strikeouts, okay. I didn't know what you're saying there, but all right, I got you now.
5 strikeouts for him, 7 total in the game.
Number 3, Dylan Cup.
For Pickens pitching, but Cedartown leads 3-0. Dylan Cup has reached twice and scored twice. Takes low and away ball 1. He's walked both times he's been up.
The wind has picked up a lot out there, blowing straight out, giving a lot of crazy movement to our center field camera.
1-0 is high and tight. Ball 2, 2-0 the count. (2-0) to Dylan. 3 balls, no strikes outside.
Close, trying to frame it that time was Antonozzi, just not able to get it close enough to the zone. 3-0 the count, one away, bases are empty.
The 3-0 pitch, squared to bunt, takes a strike, 3-1. Dylan had a full count in the first inning, walked on 4 straight in the third, and now he's got a 3-1 count. Swung on, chopped foul down the left side, almost kept it inside the foul line, but it'll be another full count on Dylan Cupp. Loose ball was corralled back in the outfield, so they retrieve that loose ball and get it out of the field of play, and now we're ready to go with a 3-2 count to Dylan Cupp. The kick and the payoff pitch. High and tight, ball 4. That's the third walk of Dylan Cupp in this game, and he's walked, I think, 2 more times before that in the first game. So Cupp is at first base. You know he'll be running because he's yet to be called at all.
Bulldogs, number 2, Reese Tanner.
There have been some close calls, but he's stolen every base he's attempted in this game, and I think even in this series.
Well, Antonozzi's got to be prepared. He knows what's coming here.
Tanner doubled his last time. He also struck out. Runner goes, pitch is a ball. The throw goes down to second. It looked like a pretty good throw. Bounces away, and now Cupp's going to be to third base. And he slides in there safely. So the throw was a good throw, Logan, and the shortstop was able to try to throw down the glove to get the tag down. But as that happened, the ball came loose and went into center field.
That was was it a ball?
I think it's ball 1. He didn't call. I didn't see him throw up the strike call, so we'll say ball 1. Pitch to Tanner, bounces up there, and here comes Dylan Cupp to the plate. He'll slide in safe. And the Dogs lead now 4-0, and again, the feet of Dylan Cupp produces a run for the Bulldogs.
2-0 the count now to Reese Tanner with 1 away. 4-0, Bulldogs on top of the 5th inning.
There's speed, then there's game-changing speed, and that's what Dylan Cupp has. Hit on the ground to shortstop, gobbled up a couple of hops, throws to first, got him by a step. Close play, but just got him by about a step, and Tanner is out for the second out of the inning.
2 away now. That'll bring up the senior Cade Dingler.
Now batting for
Dingler
the
started this
Bulldogs,
game
number
on the
8,
mound.
Cade Dingler.
Did a pretty good job pitching for Cedartown.
Yeah,
He's still in line for the win.
Yeah, he pitched 3 scoreless innings. A few walks, but able to get around trouble. He's 0 for 2, but he's got 2 RBIs. And that one's going to hit him. Inside pitch hits him on the side, and he'll take first base on a hit by pitch. And that'll bring up Corbin Gazort, who had a laser beam double back in the third
Now batting
inning.
for the Bulldogs, number 10, Corbin Gazort.
Corbin 1 for 2 with that double and a strikeout back in the first inning. And now we got time called as coach comes out of the dugout for Pickens. See if he makes the call to the bullpen. He's going to go toward the plate. He's actually talking to his catcher, Antonozzi. We hope he's okay.
Antonozzi holding his left wrist there, but kid's a warrior. I think the junior will stay out there for the Pickens, and that's the initial signal that the 6-foot junior will stay out there. Runner at first base for the Bulldogs is the former pitcher, now, outfielder?
He's either outfielder or DH, one of the two.
Cade Dingler, either way, the senior at first base for the Bulldogs. And up next is Corbin Gazort, a fellow class of 2021 product.
A great baseball player, a great football player, just a great overall athlete. Throw down to first base. They almost got him leaning off, but sliding back in there, Cade Dingler.
I want to thank you for joining us here on this Friday evening in Jasper, Georgia. Logan Maddox, Andrew Carter with you on WGAA Radio.
Moore checks the runner. The pitch on the way is popped up and foul. 0-1 now to Corbin. Cedartown leads 4-0. 1 run scored in the first, 2 in the third, and 1 so far here in the fifth. There are 2 outs. Runner at first base is Cade Dingler. Throw down to first again. That one pops away, and Cade's going to jump up, and they've got a lot of foul territory here. He still hasn't gotten to it. He's going to round second, though, but head back to the bag as the first baseman gets back up with it. He might have had a chance to get to third base because of all the foul territory down the line over there. But Cade plays it safe and will stop at second.
Corbin steps back into the batter's box. Only 1 pitch has been thrown to him. It was a strike, 0-1 the count. Cade Dingler now in scoring position at second base, 2 out.
Here comes the 0-1 to Corbin Kazort. And he takes one down the middle for a called strike. It's 0-2.
Another good pitch, that one right down the middle from Jackson Moore. He's ahead 0-2.
Denver Nell on deck. We'll see if he gets a chance here in this inning. There are 2 out. Cade Dingler at second in scoring position. The 0-2 to Corbin Kazort, swung on and missed, and he doesn't run, but now he will run. He'll head to first base. The throw goes to first. He is safe. Run comes to score. He's safe. All the way around from second base, Cade Dingler did not stop running, and it's now a 5-0 lead for the Bulldogs on the drop strikeout. Kazort not realizing that the pitch was that the ball was dropped.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 11, Denver Nail.
But just beats the throw to first base. And Dingler all the way around to score on that. And now Denver Nail will get a at-bat here. And he'll take a strike. 0-1.
Kazort at first base. We'll see if the senior is a threat to steal here with 2 out.
Denver 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout. The 0-1 to Nail is inside. 1-1. Zane Barrow waits on deck. He'd like to get a chance.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Runner at first base is Corbin Kazort, and the batter for the Bulldogs is Denver Nail. He was 3 for 4 in game 1.
Takes outside, throw to second base is high. He slides in safe. And Corbin Kazort has the bag swiped. He's at second base with 2 out, and it's a 2-1 count to Denver Nail. The Bulldogs just continue to run on this Pickens team. And why not? If you can beat them out, do it. Corbin leans away. The pitch. There's a fly ball hit to left field. Left fielder is there, and he doesn't move much. I thought for a moment he didn't see it, but he was there, and he didn't have to move but maybe a step or two, and he'll squeeze it to retire the side. But the Dogs score twice here in the 5th inning and lead it 5-0 as we head to the bottom half. Cedartown High School baseball is here on the Big Double A.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
Burgess Insurance Services in Rome, 222 North 5th Avenue Southwest, 706-234-5680. And in Cedartown, 114 South Philpott Street, 770-748-4165.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big Double A.
We're back here on the Big Double A. Xavier Holiday will have his second inning of work on the mound for the Bulldogs and has a couple more runs added to the lead. 5-0 Cedartown as we're here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And do want to say, got some nice comments from some of the Pickens people in the comments on Facebook, and we appreciate that. We're always just glad to be here and come and support the Dogs and give spotlight to some of the other teams as well. And
we just have fun. We love doing it.
James Tilley.
James Tilley will lead things off, and then Jackson Moore, and then the catcher due up after that. First pitch to him, outside, ball one, and it's 1-0. Tilley popped out to first base his last time up. We always know that when we broadcast on Facebook and YouTube and NFHS, there's a pitch outside, ball two, or ball one rather, 1-1 the count. Or it is 2-0. I beg your pardon. I put the notch on the wrong line there. 2-0 the count. I'm not used to keeping the scorebook. So yeah, the 2-0 pitch. There's a strike. 2-1 now the count to Tilley. We know when we're on Facebook and YouTube and the NFHS network, we have a lot of folks watching from the opposing school and those also in the region who watch. There's a ball sliced to right center field, and it's going to be caught by the second baseman, Denver Nell, in the green turf, and it's out number one here in the inning.
Good job ranging back by Denver Nell. Not panicking or anything, taking a few steps into the green and making the catch for out number one.
Now batting for the Dragons, number 6, Connor Schaus.
So Connor Schaus, the freshman who started the game pitching, good to see that he's not injured. He's coming back out and batting for the Dragons.
So this is his second at bat. He rolled out to second base his last time up. Yeah, we do know we have a lot of folks around the region who watch our broadcasts, and we appreciate that. You know, we love high school sports, football, basketball, baseball, softball. We've even done a soccer game this year. That was definitely a nice experience,
but it was fun.
Yes. So as you mentioned, Schaus, who started the game, pitched one inning, is now back in the box. I'm not sure if he may just be hitting 4 more here, and more may be coming back out. We don't know for sure. That one sliced foul down the right side and out of play. 0-1 the count now to Schaus.
I do want to say, though, seeing some nice things from Xavier Holiday, the freshman.
Yeah, when Bulldogs needed him to step up, and he has. There's a ball hit to center field. Backing up a few steps is Reese Tanner, and he's there for the squeeze, and that's out number 2.
Tanner goes back a few steps, makes that catch. Plays rock, paper, scissors between Tanner and Cup at center field, shortstop after the nice play.
I just love that. You know, and I have to go back to, you know, your senior class, Logan, that great chemistry that they had. First the pitch is down low, ball one to the catcher, Anthony Anatozzi. You know, Casey Walker and Miles and that whole group just had such great camaraderie.
Yeah, and
that one taken outside. And you could say the same thing about this sophomore class.
Absolutely right. Both examples of playing from the time you could barely play all the way up to high school, building that chemistry.
2-0 is driven deep to left field, but foul. 2 balls and a strike. You know, and there's actually a little connection here. Of course, Walker's 2 younger brothers play on this team. Zane and Eli. The wind, the 2-1 pitch. Strike called. Wow.
Bulldogs won't argue it, but
that might have been a gift of a call, 2-2.
Might have been.
But the Bulldogs will definitely take it.
Yeah.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, base is empty. The wind, the pitch from Xavier. Hit on the ground toward third base. Gobbled up there by Corbin Gazort. Throws to first, and he is out. 3 up, 3 down go the Pickens Dragons here in this bottom half of the 5th. The first time today they've gone 3 up, 3 down. We head now to the 6th, and a 5-0 lead for the Bulldogs.
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs. Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big Double A.
Heading to inning number 6, and Cedartown looking to add to this 5-0 lead. A new pitcher in the game for Pickens. It's T. Knight, the left-handed sophomore. Saw him pitch at Cedartown High School on Tuesday, and he had some nice stuff, so he'll try to keep it right where it is for the Dragons defensively. Cedartown, on the other hand, never trying to slow down at all. They'll look to keep their bats hot here as Zane Barrow will start things out. The senior waiting on deck.
Yeah, Zane Barrow and then Eli Barrow would be due up, and then Cole Dingler rather would be batting as well. You know, we mentioned before the fact that the Bulldogs have those have the sets of brothers. Of course, Cade and Cole are both playing at the same time, and then of course you have people like you've got the Coach Johnson and his younger brother, Trent Johnson, who's on the team. And then MJ Holiday and Xavier Holiday. And then, of course, the Barrow brothers, Eli and Zane. We mentioned those.
So just like on Tuesday, again today, every set of brothers, all 4 sets of brothers getting playing time. Coach Kevin Johnson not able to suit up, but he does field some of the ground balls down third base, so we'll say that he gets some playing time.
Let me tell you, though, he probably could, but he'd be hurting.
I'm gonna tell him you said that.
No,
that's.
He'd probably be the first one to tell you that too.
Former standout at shorter in Bulldog baseball. Very fortunate to have him.
No doubt about it. Played baseball at Rockmart High School. Had a great career there. Zane Barrow leads it off, and new pitcher T. Knight. The windup and the pitch on the way. Just missed, ball 1. That was pretty close.
It looks pretty good up here and on the center field camera. A lot of movement on that one from the left-handed Knight.
1-0 pitch. Low and in, 2-0 the count now to Zane. Zane Barrow has a single. He's also flown out to right field. So he's struck the ball well today. The 2-0. Hits it to right field again. Right fielder with another chance. He ranges over. He misjudged it. I think he might have lost it in the lights. He's turned on the burners. He's heading for third base. The throw comes into second. Now to third. He is safe at third. It's a triple.
All I can imagine is when they went to apply the tag that they missed it because the throw was in time. Just unfortunate out in right field that they couldn't field it. And I suppose Zane gets underneath the tag, and Cedartown trying to score again here in the top of the 6th inning. 5-0, they lead it, and a runner 90 feet away.
Well, Logan, I think he was thinking 3. As soon as he saw the ball drop, he was thinking, I'm going to third base. And now Eli Barrow with a chance. He has struck out twice in this game, and he takes a ball away. 1 ball, no strikes. Barrow looking to avoid striking out 3 times. Knight delivers, and he'll foul that one away. It's 1-1. Cole Dingler waits on deck. At least he's scheduled up, and looks like he is on deck. Zane Barrow with a bloop triple to right field, just beating the tag. Now we got time asked for at the plate by Eli Barrow. 10:22 at the time of this broadcast. It is it's getting late here in North Georgia.
And a crisp 41 degrees outside, but a toasty 60-something up here. We are not complaining in the press box.
Definitely not. The 1-1 pitch on the way to Eli, swung on and fouled away again, and it's 1-2.
And again, the press box, just like the field here at Pickens, just fantastic, great windows, brand new. I'm sure they built it when they built the field, and we appreciate them letting us take up domicile here this evening on a cold night in Jasper.
I was talking to their head coach before the game, and, he's very proud of this facility and was telling us the story of how this was built, and really a great story. A school that believes in their program. There's a chopper hit weakly on the ground at third base. The run will score. The throw is scooped up at first base, and Zane scores. Eli is out for the first out of the inning.
6-0 now. Bulldogs on top in the top of the 6th inning. As you said, now one away, and that brings up Cole Dingler, the freshman, with the bases empty.
Give Eli the RBI there. Cole Dingler 0 for 2, a roll out to first base, and he's also popped out to first base. And Cole with a big cut and a miss, 0-1.
We get to the home half of this inning, Andrew. Pickens will have 6 outs to score at least 6 runs to this point, but if you're Cedartown, you want to keep the foot on the throttle.
Swing and a miss on a fastball there from Knight. And now Dingler in the hole 0-2. That's the freshman Cole Dingler.
On deck
should be Harlem Diamond. The 0-2. Strike 3 called, and Cole is down on 3 straight pitches, and that is out number 2, and Cole is 0 for 3.
Not the night the freshman was hoping for. He'll head back to the dugout. Brings up Harlem Diamond now.
And Harlem is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts as well.
Harlem, a great story, and a great addition to this baseball team this year. More on that after this first pitch.
Outside ball 1 to Harlem.
So obviously we knew coming in the talent he had with football. You heard about him from when he was playing Pop Warner, League football, and one of the top players in our region during football season, but a great baseball player as well.
1-0 is popped back and foul. He's really put on a defensive show in left field. It's great having him out there, with the addition of, we know how good that Reese Tanner is patrolling center field, but having Harlem out there to make some acrobatic catches and, running down balls and throwing it in there, he's done a great job this year. That's outside to him. 2-1 the count to Harlem Diamond.
What's even better than that, another member of this big sophomore class that Cedartown's really kind of harping on, hoping for the future to really build things upon.
The 2-1. Hit it off his fist, and that's going to be out of play and foul. And now it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Dylan Cupp on deck. He'd like to get in that bat here. 2-2. Outside, ball 3 now, and a 3-2 count to Harlem Diamond. First time in this game he's gone to a full count. And anytime you can get Harlem aboard, he's got wheels. Then, of course, Dylan Cupp is behind him. 3-2 pitch, outside, ball 4, and he will draw the walk. So Harlem Diamond aboard at first base with a 2-out base on balls, and now Dylan Cupp, who has been up 3 times, he's walked 3 times, and he's scored 3 times. Anytime Dylan Cupp gets on, really in this series, he has scored a run, and that's because
almost every time, yeah.
And you can thank his running capability. Harlem not afraid to run either. The pitch, strike called inside corner there to Dylan Cupp.
Fastball that time just going right at Dylan Cupp.
Now, again, this is a left-handed pitcher, and he's got a heck of a pickoff move. And the 0-1 pitch coming to Dylan Cupp. The kick, and here it is. There's a ball driven deep to left field, but it's going to be playable. Left center fielder is in there. He'll make the catch in left center. And that is a long out number 3, and Cupp is retired for the first time, I think, since the first inning of Game 1. And we will head now to the bottom half of the 6th. It's a 6-0 lead for the Pickens Dragons. We'll come back in a moment.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big AA is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. Amy and I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You've worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big Double A. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Bulldogs 6 outs away defensively from getting a win here in Game 3 of this series and taking the overall series 2-1. But still time for the Dragons to come back. Bottom half of the 6th inning, we'll see what Pickens can do, as it's going to be the 3rd inning for reliever freshman Xavier Holliday. And he'll come up facing Hunter Wright to start things out.
What can you say about Xavier Holliday? What a great job he's done, coming in there and just really able to, take a good lineup and not doing much with it.
He's done a great job. Here's White.
And he'll take that one, ball 1 in the dirt, or in the turf, rather, 1-0 the count. See if Holliday continues his great work in relief. 1-0 pitch on the way. Down the middle and a strike called. You heard Coach Johnson say, throw a strike, and he did. Threw a off-speed pitch right down the middle. 1-1 the count. The freshman Xavier Holliday with a kick and the 1-1. Outside, 2-1. A lot of movement, though, on that pitch.
And as we've gotten further through the season, it's been the guys that we didn't expect to come on and shine as relievers. Holliday and Baxter.
Outside, ball 3, 3-1 the count. By the way, Hunter White, who's at the plate, walked and struck out his 2 at-bats. Hitters count, though, to him from Xavier Holliday, the wind the pitch. Ball 4. So leadoff base on balls, that'll put Hunter White aboard. Second time he's drawn a base on balls, and now the DH, Seth Dinsmore, will come to the plate. He's hitless today, a fly out to left, or to right, rather, and a strikeout looking.
Dinsmore, the senior designated hitter. We'll see what he can do here. Runner at first base.
That one just missed, ball 1. Must have been upstairs. 1-0 the count to the Dragons DH. At first base is White. He's got his lead. 1-0 pitch. Ball 2, same spot, same result. 2-0 the count. The 2-0 pitch. That's low. And now it's a 3-0 count. So suddenly we throw all this praise on Xavier Holliday, and he's got a 3-0 count, walking the first batter and in danger of walking the second. The pitch. Same spot, and that's ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk will put the DH aboard. Runners first and second with nobody out, and the Dragons are starting to heat up a little bit on this cold night. We got a coaching visit.
We'll see if it's just a visit or if it'll be a pitching change. Right now, nothing really telling at this point. Xavier still holding the ball, and now it looks like he'll give it up. So it will be a pitching change for Cedartown. Who will it be? We'll let you know in a minute. We'll step aside and take a break. Hear from our sponsors. 2 runners aboard to start out the bottom of the 6th inning. Cedartown's on top 6-0. Pickens threatening. We'll step aside here on the Big Double A.
Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs. Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
Jack Roper, the new pitcher in there for Cedartown, the young right-hander. He'll try to come in and shut down this scoring opportunity for Pickens. Runners at first and second for the Dragons. 6-0, Cedartown on top. Home half of inning number 6, and the sophomore completing his warm-up tosses and one of the first appearances of the season for him.
I think he's pitched once, maybe twice before in relief appearances, so this is a big spot for him if he can take down Drake Sutton, who's the batter now for the Dragons. Sutton 0 for 1 with a ground out, and he's also taken a free pass. Again, walks have been the problem for the Bulldogs in this series, especially here in this first and second game. Jack's pitch is low, 1 ball, no strikes.
Sutton, the senior, trying to get a big base hit to get Pickens back in the game right here. Nobody out. Runners at first and second.
Roper, 1-0 pitch. Low and in, 2-0.
Sophomore will try to get him a little bit closer to the zone here. Drake Sutton batting.
Jared Whitmore is due next. Roper looks to second, and the 2-0 pitch, here it comes. Strike called.
Able to attack the inside part of the zone that time. Gets a strike called, 2-1.
The 2-1. Swing and a miss.
Fooled him that time.
And now from a 2-0 to a 2-2. Hunter White at second. At first base, the DH, Dinsmore. The 2-2 pitch coming to Sutton. Here it is. Just missed hitting him inside, 3-2, and that'll fill the count up. Don't want to load the bases. You got some good bats coming up for the Pickens Dragons. And the 3-2 pitch, here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. That's a big first out. And the first strikeout of the night for Jack Roper.
Big strikeout that time, and he came right at the senior. Came right at him with a fastball on a full count. And gets a strikeout. One away now. Runners stay at first and second. That brings up the senior, Jared Whitmore.
Whitmore's been hit by a pitch and has also reached one other time. That one almost hit him inside, 1-0. One ball, no strikes. 6-0 lead for Cedartown, but runners first and second with 1 out for the Dragons. Home half of the 6th inning. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball that didn't break enough. 2-0. Ground ball would be good. Dogs have turned a double play today already. That one down low, ball 3, and it's 3-0.
It was a 4-6-3 double play in the first game, but Roper just trying to find the zone here with 1 out.
There is a courtesy runner out there running for the DH, or a pinch runner, rather. The 3-0 pitch. Strike called over the outside corner, 3-1. Now a key pitch here in this at bat. 3-1 the count with first and second and 1 away here in the 6th. Roper delivers. Ball 4 low, and that'll load them up.
Bases loaded for the first time here in game 2. Only one out, forced at any base, but a big hitter coming up in Trace Ledbetter, the freshman first baseman. Has had a nice day between the first game and this one. If he can get a base hit here, Pickens is right back in it with one out.
Well, and in this game he's 0 for 2, but that's what makes it so scary. He flew out to right field and has also rolled out to second. First pitch to him is low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes.
Roper just struggling to find the zone here. We've seen it really since he entered. Was able to get that first strikeout, but it was with a full count.
1-0 pitch. Strike called. A high strike that time.
Upper part of the zone that time, but it gets the call. Evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 6-0 lead for Cedartown, bottom of the 6th inning. Bases loaded.
Roper trying to preserve the shutout. The 1-1. Same spot, but didn't get the call that time. It's 2-1. A walk would give the Pickens Dragons their first run of the game. 2-1 to Trace Ledbetter. Jack Roper, the third Bulldog pitcher of this game. The wind, the 2-1 pitch. Here it is. Outside, ball 3, and it's 3-1 count. And now you know Jack's got to throw one down the middle. He's got to throw one in the zone at least. Does not want to walk the bases loaded. 3-1. Ball 4, and that'll walk home a run. So White will come home and tag the bag. Everybody moves up 90 feet. And the first run for the Pickens Dragons is that of a bases-loaded walk. That is not how the Bulldogs wanted this inning to go. And Coach Johnson out of the dugout, and he may change now. And he will. So Roper can't get the job done. We'll see who they go to. Still have not seen exactly who. So while that decision is being made, we'll step aside. 6-1 the score now. Bases still loaded. Only 1 out here in the bottom half of the 6th.
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs. Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
New pitcher in the game for Cedartown is the sophomore Rowdy Reese Tanner. Saw him start the game on Tuesday and was able to come through and get a victory for the Bulldogs. He'll try to close the door here in the 6th inning and preserve this lead for Cedartown. The shutout is gone after a bases-loaded walk for Jack Roper. Xavier Holliday started this inning, allowed a couple of walks. Roper got a strikeout, then allowed 2 walks, including one that scored the first run for Pickens. Bases loaded, 1 out.
My guess is Reese will pitch the rest of this inning if he can get through the inning, and then in the 7th inning they'll probably bring on Dylan Cupp to close it. But it's a 6-1 score. Bases loaded, still have a ways to go in this inning. And it'll be Parker Rhodes due up here for the Dragons.
Just one out here in the bottom of the 6th.
Rhodes 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. I'm not sure who checked into center field for the Bulldogs. I have to check. The pitch on the way to Rhodes is low and away, 1-0. One ball, no strikes, the count. And the 1-1 pitch on the way is strike called. Wow.
They won't argue it.
No,
Pretty close on the inside corner.
Yeah, Dogs definitely will not argue that one. 1-1. The wind, the pitch. Low and away, 2-1 the count. The 2-1 pitch. Bounced away. That one's going to score a run. Everybody's going to move up. The slide goes in. Runners will be at second and third. It's now 6-2. And that makes this game just that much closer. Scoring was the runner for Dinsmore. Whitmore to third. To second base is Ledbetter.
That's ball 4.
Yep, outside ball 4. Walks have been an epidemic for the Bulldogs. And now they're loaded again with still only one out. That'll bring up James Tilley. Tilley 0 for 2 with a pop out and a fly out to second base. Strike called to him with a fastball, 0-1 the count. Reese Tanner with the wind, the pitch. Outside, ball 1. One ball, one strike, top of the order looming. The 1-1 pitch. Back to the backstop, but it bounces right back to Eli Barrow, and that's fortunate. Count is 2-1. Reese pitching on short rest. He started game 1 of this series. A 2-1 pitch on the way, and the kick, and here it is. Foul back, and it's 2-2.
Bases loaded, 1 out. Tying run at the plate here for Pickens.
And a 2-2 pitch on the way. Reese delivers. Down the middle, but low, and that'll fill the count up. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch. Did he go? That's ball 4. That's going to walk home another run. Eli wants an appeal. He did not, says the field umpire. I didn't think he did. It was close, but he was able to check his swing, and that's the 3rd run that's come across in this inning. And all of them have been bases-loaded walks.
It's just pitching falling apart here for the Bulldogs at the worst possible time. 3-run game, tying run at first base now for the Dragons, 1 out. Cedartown just can't get the second out this inning.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6 walks here in this 6th inning.
11 total in this game.
Harlan will be pinch hitting here in this top of the 6th inning. This is the 8th man to bat for the Dragons here in the 6th.
Oh, come on!
Hey, Harlan, let's go, buddy. Try off something right here, man. Base hit. Open it up, Harlan. Let's go. Your turn now. Let's go. It's your turn, Harlan.
Coach Johnson was out of the dugout pleading his case about something. You can't complain about the whether it's a strike or a ball, or else he'd be thrown out. But Here we go. It'll be the pinch hitter, Harlan Will, with a chance to bust this game into a different level. Strike call with a fastball inside corner to him, 0-1. Only one out here in the sixth, and 3 runs have come across on a whole bunch of walks. The pitch just missed outside. Close pitch, but no call from the umpire. 1-1 the count. If we have another base on balls, I think Coach Johnson's going to have to make a change. And it hit him. That's the 4th run in this inning, the 4th bases loaded walk in this inning, and this is unsustainable. And Coach Johnson out of the dugout, and he's going to have to make the change. Looks like he's going to bring on Dylan Cupp. I think he wanted to wait till the 7th for Dylan Cupp, but at this point, the tying run is at second base. So we'll step aside again here in the inning, the 3rd pitching change, and we'll come back in a moment with more Bulldogs baseball after this.
Cedartown Automotive is your one-stop for all your automotive needs. For oil changes, new tires, or tire repair, brake work, tune-ups, air conditioner service, or repair, think of Cedartown Automotive. Cedartown Automotive is a longtime supporter of Cedartown High School athletics here on WGAA. Cedartown Automotive on East Avenue in Cedartown. Give them a call today at 770-749-5040 or stop by their beautiful location for fast and friendly service. And all the folks at Cedartown Automotive say, go Dogs!
Bradford's Drug Store on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drug Store, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100. And all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs! Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big Double A.
Call to the bullpen results in a new pitcher for Cedartown. That's Dylan Cupp, the sophomore, coming in, moving from shortstop to the mound. And he'll try to find a zone for Cedartown, as that's what's been the issue this inning. Yeah, they haven't allowed one hit this inning. It's been walks the entire time. It's been how many walks this inning?
6. 6 walks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 walks and a hit batsman. Have plated 4 runs here. We began the inning with a shutout, and then it's just fallen apart since then. And the catcher, Anthony Antonozzi, will be the 9th batter in the inning. Fastball low and away, 1-0 the count. Dylan Cupp delivers. Fastball strike, 82 miles an hour. One ball, one strike. Still have to get 2 outs here in the inning. The pitch. Fastball strike 2 called.
Antonozzi, the catcher at the plate. Tying run at second base.
The 1-2 pitch coming to Antonozzi. The pitch. Fastball just missed outside. 2-2 the count. The 2-2 pitch. Back to the backstop. Bounced away, but able to keep it in front. And now it's a full count again. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Anthony Antonozzi today has rolled out. He's reached on a walk, and he struck out looking. 3 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded, 6-4, Dogs lead. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes for out number 2.
Much needed out. Much needed second out. But now the 10th batter, the person who started out this inning, Hunter White, steps in. Tying run, still in scoring position.
And White took a base on balls. Extra base hit could give them the lead here. The pitch. Fouled away, 0-1. Six to 4 the score. Cedartown up by 2. But the base is loaded here in the home half of the 6th inning. Cup. The stretch. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball strike 2 called.
Right down the middle. White just watches it. Now he's behind 0-2. Tying run at second base for Pickens. The run that would give them the lead at first base. 2 out.
The 0-2 pitch, here it is. Hit deep to left field. That's going to get down. No, it'll be caught. A running catch over there in left field. Harlem Diamond saves the day. That ball looked like it was destined to fall, but he comes out of nowhere and makes the catch. And Diamond lost his hat as he falls down, and he looks like he might be hurt out there. Coach Johnson is quick to dart out of the dugout to go check on him. He holds on to the ball for out number 3. You've got to give him credit for a wonderful defensive play, and Harlem is going to come back out there. So great job there by Diamond to make the catch. Looks like he's going to be okay. But he's hobbling in the dugout, but a great job there by the young man to catch the ball and saves the game to this point. Through 6, it was a tough inning to watch for Bulldog fans, but Cedartown still has the lead 6-4. Back in a moment with more Bulldogs baseball after this.
Rocky and Patty Tillery, 2 Cedartown High School graduates, and they stayed right here in the county and went into business. They employ right at 100 people, and they've been doing that for a long time. Most of their work is from out of the county, but they want to push our youngsters here, no matter what they're doing, Little League, Pony League, high school baseball, basketball, football, and soccer, and that's Polk County Public Service. They appreciate serving you.
Coverage of Cedartown High School Bulldogs baseball on the Big AA is brought to you in part by Republican State Representative Trey Kelly of Cedartown.
This is Representative Trey Kelly. Amy and I want to wish all the players and coaches a safe and successful season. You've worked hard to represent us on the field, and I'm proud to represent you in the Georgia House of Representatives. Again, this is Representative Trey Kelly, and I want to thank you for listening to the Big AA. Go Dogs!
This announcement paid for by State Representative Trey Kelly, kellyforhouse.com.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big AA.
We're back, top of the 7th inning. Cedartown still leading 6-4 thanks to a diving catch out in left field by Harlem Diamond to save the lead for Cedartown. What would have been a bases clearing, probably double for Pickens.
It would have given them the lead for sure.
For the first time in what feels like an hour, Cedartown back to bat.
J.P. Nunn, the new pitcher for the Dragons, and leading off is Reese Tanner, who's made a great defensive play. And hits one on the ground to third base, down by the third baseman, does a 360 spin, high throw, goes all the way back to the backstop, or go all the way to the fence, and he'll be at second base. Looks like it might have gone into the dugout or got wedged somewhere. So Reese Tanner will have himself a Reese Tanner will be at second base, I believe. Yep. So Tanner reaches on the wide throw and then gets to second base on that wild throw. The umpire is out there talking to the coach. I believe what happened was there was a gate down there and the ball actually went out the open gate. And so now that that's over with, Tanner at second base, Cade Dingler to the plate. Cade was hit by a pitch his last time and scored. He's also got a couple of RBI. The stretch and the pitch on the way to Cade Dingler. Instead, they will look the runner back to second base, and Reese slides back in there. When Reese Tanner reached back in the third inning, he doubled and scored. So anytime Reese is aboard, kind of like Dylan Cupp, he's a threat to score. The pitch. Outside. 1-0 the count now to Cade Dingler. Question is, and I'll be curious to know when we get to the bottom of the 7th inning, whether or not Harlem Diamond comes back out after the hard tumble he had in the outfield. 1-0 pitch is low and in, 2-0. Also, if we get to his spot in the batting order. Reese Tanner at second with nobody out. Here in the top of the 7th, Dogs looking to get some runs back. The pitch. Outside, 3-0. Corbin Gazort lurks on deck. J.P. Nunn with a 3-0 pitch coming to Cade Dingler, and it's a strike called. 3-1. I know Coach Johnson would feel better. I would feel better. Dogs fans would feel better if the Dogs got some insurance here. 3-1 pitch is outside, ball 4, so runners will be on first and second with nobody out, and a good start for the Bulldogs here in the top of the 7th inning. The error and then the walk have runners on first and second. Now Corbin Gazort. Corbin has struck out twice, but he's reached 2 times. He is 1 for 3. The strikeout, though, he reached on a drop strikeout. And Cade Dingler scored on that drop strikeout, if you recall. He also had a laser beam double to left field, and a fastball misses. 1 ball, no strikes now to Corbin Gazort.
Be interesting to see how aggressive the Bulldogs are here. You got speed at second base and Reese Tanner. Nobody out, maybe a double steal. We'll see what the call is.
1-0 pitch. Swinging and a miss, dropped on sidearm there, and he offered at it. 1-1 the count.
Tanner at second base. Cade Dingler at first base. Corbin Gazort at the plate. Top of the 7th inning.
The 1-1 pitch to Corbin. Well outside. 2-1 now the count. Runner goes to third base, and he's safe. I was looking down, and then I saw all the commotion. He must have jumped away when the ball might have fell. Did it fall out of his hands, or what happened?
From what I understand, just threw back to the pitcher and weren't paying attention. So Tanner takes third. Now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Well, that's what we say. You know, it's like Cupp. You know, Cupp aboard, and he's an aggressive base runner. Reese Tanner the same.
It's also just lack of focus in a game like this. It's bit Cedartown before. It's happened to us this year.
No doubt about it.
Somebody stole where we were just throwing it back to the pitcher.
2-1 pitch is outside. Runner goes for second. He'll slide in safely. So Cade Dingler is in scoring position. Runner second and third now. And a 3-1 count to Corbin Gazort. Now a base hit could score 2. The 3-1 pitch to Corbin is hit to right field. That ball is going to fall for a base hit. 1 run's going to score. That's all Cedartown's going to get. It's now 7-4. The Dogs extend the lead to 3. RBI single for Corbin Gazort as he blooped one into right field.
Runners will remain at the corners, and the coach for Pickens is out of the dugout, and he may make a change quickly.
The inning began with Tanner reaching on the error. Got around to third base on some smart running, and he scores on that bloop single, and they will make the pitching change. So we'll come back in a moment as that change is being made here. Top of the 7th, nobody out, a run in for the Bulldogs, and they're at the corners. We'll come back. 7-4 the score.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
Burgess Insurance Services in Rome, 222 North 5th Avenue Southwest, 706-234-5680. And in Cedartown, 114 South Philpott Street, 770-748-4165.
Cedartown High School Baseball is on the Big Double A.
New pitcher in the game for Pickens is the former DH Seth Dinsmore, the senior for the Dragons. He'll come in and try to slow down this Cedartown offensive success in inning number 7. 1 run already across, runners at the corners. Bulldogs will try to stay hot here.
Denver now, instead they'll fake. The throw goes to second base. It goes into the outfield, and here comes the runner from third. He's going to score. Heading toward third base, the throw goes in there. He is safe. So Dinsmore spins around to throw to second base, and nobody's home. And because of that mistake, it's now 8-4. Kay Dingler comes home easily on that. And all the way around to third is Corbin Kazort. And yet a pitch to be made to Denver Nell, who is 0 for 3 on the day here in this second game. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. The pitch. Breaking ball outside, 1 ball, no strikes.
This doubleheader started at 5:30 p.m., and we just rolled over the 11 o'clock hour.
Still not as late as Northwest Whitfield was, though.
We're getting there.
It's close. That one high and tight, 2-0 the count. Denver Nell at the plate, Zane Barrow on deck, and Eli Barrow in the hole. The 2-0. Hit foul down the left side. Count goes to 2 balls, 1 strike.
Runner at third base is Corbin Kazort for the Bulldogs. Denver Nell at the plate. 8-4, Cedartown on top of the 7th.
2-1 pitch. Didn't mean to and fouled it. Tried to check his swing, and I think it might have hit just the very end of his bat. And it's a 2-strike, 2-ball count to Denver Nell. Denver's had himself a couple of defensive gems over at second base today, but here in the second game, no offense. Dinsmore with a 2-2 pitch on the way. High and tight, 3-2. Walk puts runners on the corners with nobody out, and Zane Barrow at the plate. Zane's had the best day of any Bulldog batter in this game. The 3-2 pitch. Pops up, left side, third baseman chases. Catcher also chasing. It's going to drop. It's going to drop in front of the third baseman. So Denver will be alive for another pitch. That's tough to get to for anybody. Like we said before, a lot of foul territory here. A lot of ground to cover. Antonozzi goes after. The third baseman also chasing after, but none can get to it. So another 3-2 pitch coming for Denver Nell. At third base is Corbin Kazort, the 3-2. Strike 3 called, inside corner. And Denver thought he had ball 4, but he'll take a seat. And he's now 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. First out of the inning, that'll bring up Zane Barrow.
Senior first baseman coming in. Runner at third base remains. That's Corbin Kazort. 8-4, Cedartown up by 4 runs, trying to add to it.
Zane 2 for 3 with a single and a double. He's also scored a run. And he had a big cut and came up empty, 0-1.
This is Seth Dinsmore, the pitcher.
Oh, one pitch, swung on a miss, fooled him badly on a big breaking ball that was well out of the zone. It's 0-2 now to Zane Barrow. The 0-2 pitch just missed outside. That was close.
It was. Didn't miss by much. Trying to paint that outside corner and just barely missing. In game 1, that's probably a strike.
The 1-2. Line to left field, base hit. 1 run's going to score, and that's an RBI single by Zane Barrow. It's 9-4 Bulldogs.
Cedartown continuing to add runs here in the 7th. A couple more insurance runs come across. That's 3 in the inning. And the Dogs are on top 9-4, not trying to end the fun here with one out. As number 9 steps up for Cedartown. That is Trent Johnson.
Zane Barrow, by the way, is 3 for 4 with 2 singles and a double. And Trent Johnson's going to pinch hit for Eli Barrow here. Dogs up by 5.
Roll 2 right here and let's go hit.
One out here in the top of the 7th inning. The Dogs have extended their lead. Trent Johnson pinch hitting for Eli Barrow. The pitch, runner goes. Off-speed pitch high. The throw gets away from second into the outfield, and heading to third base is Zane Barrow. He'll be there standing. So give Zane a stolen base, and he gets over to third on the wild throw. And now if Trent can hit it in the air in the outfield, that'll score the 10th Bulldog run. Boy, how the tables have turned in this inning. You thought that Pickens had all the momentum in that 6th, and now the Bulldogs have come right back and put up 3. The pitch. Driven deep and foul down the left side. Nothing in 2 the count to Trent Johnson. Cole Dingler waits on deck. The 0-2 pitch coming to Trent Johnson. Swing and a miss on the high breaking ball. That's out number 2 in the inning. So now Cole Dingler will try to keep the inning going. Cedartown has scored 3 times here in this 7th. One more and they can make up for the 4 they gave up in the 6th. The pitch to Cole Dingler, curveball, inside ball 1. Cole squats out of the way of that one, avoids the contact there. 1 ball, no strikes to count to him. Harlem Diamond's spot is due up, but I think they've got a pinch hitter out there for him. Chopped foul down the left side. 1-1.
2 out.
Yeah,
runner at third base is Zane Barrow.
Cole Dingler starting this game. MJ Holiday injured in game 1, running the bases. The 1-1 pitch to Cole. There's a fly ball hit to left field. Drifting back as the left fielder. He's still going back toward the wall, and it's going to be down and over the wall for a ground rule double. It's 10-4, and Cole just missed hitting out of here. That was a shot to left center field by the freshman Cole Dingler.
And Cedartown has now made it a 6-run lead again. It's 10-4, and I'm shocked that Cade didn't come running out of the dugout to come hug him at second base after a hit like that. Took that about as far as you can in this field. Great hit there for the freshman Cole Dingler. What, his first run batted in?
I believe so.
I would assume.
And Tony Ware's going to hit for number 13. Tony Ware's going to hit for Harlem Diamond. I imagine Harlem was a bit sore or maybe a little bit shaken after he made that diving catch to end the 6th inning. And the home plate umpire will make note of the change. So Tony Ware, who will have his first at-bat in this game, he's going to be the 8th man to bat. And Dylan Cupp is behind him. He'd like to have a chance here in this inning. Dinsmore is ready. And now time asked for at the plate by Ware, and hits granted by the home plate umpire. Cole Dingler at second base, a ground rule double to drive in Eli Barrow. Throw down to second base, and that time the shortstop there to corral the throw. Runner safe on the pickoff attempt. Cole Dingler standing there at second. The pitch to Ware is low. Checks the runner at second. The pitch on the way to Tony. That one just missed. Now the Pickens fans a little frustrated here in this inning. That one hit on the ground, hot shot down the third base line, but foul.
Spoke too highly of his third base coach defense.
Yeah.
Earlier.
Yeah, no doubt. First strike of the at-bat.
Two balls, one strike, two out. Runner at second base is Cole Dingler, and the batter, Tony Ware.
The pitch. Strike called. And that's 2-2 now. Although the board says 3-2, but we'll go with 2-2. Tony Ware trying to get a hit. The pitch. Curveball, and he fought it off. What a great swing there to fight that one off. That could have been strike three called.
Just able to get a piece of it, stay alive here with two out. On deck is Dylan Cupp, Ware serving as the number 9 batter.
Batting for Harlem Diamond. Harlem finishes the day going 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts, but he did walk one time. And that was his last at bat in the 6th inning. We're in the top of the 7th. The Dogs have scored 4 times and lead it 10-4. The pitch, curveball upstairs. That's ball 3.
They're going to say ball 4, but that was ball 3.
3 balls.
Honestly, I had
it's ball 3. That's the right call.
Honestly, I had 3-2 as well. Or I had 2-2 on that pitch.
It's one of those where it's late in the day. You're frustrated that he got the call wrong initially, but do respect that he brings the batter back because that was definitely ball 3. That was not ball 4.
So Tony's going to have to go back to the dugout and get his bat because his bat had already been taken back in the dugout. So Dylan Cupp will go back to the on-deck circle, and now we got a full count pitch coming to
I will say credit to Tony Ware because there was no hesitation. He was like, all right, yeah, cool, ball 4. Set down the line. I mean, he was ready for it. So
3-2 with 2 out. Second base, and now they will throw to second and almost threw it away, but back there. And
shortstop just able to catch it that time.
And again, the full count pitch coming to Tony Ware. He'll check second. The pitch. Runner goes. It's hit in the air to the gap in left center field. It's going to be caught by the left fielder on the run, and that will retire the side. So Dylan Cupp's going to stay, and the on-deck circle is going to go out there and probably close out this bottom half of the 7th inning when we come back. Cedartown High School baseball on the Big AA, 106.1 FM and AM 1340. We'll see if the Dogs can get these final 3 outs to take the series. Back in a moment.
Live Wire Surplus. Stop in today at 546 North Main Street. New items are arriving all the time. At Live Wire, they have unbelievable deals on lawnmowers, weed eaters, and leaf blowers. But that's not all. How about your patio? Live Wire has top-of-the-line grills, patio tables and chairs, fire pits, and so much more. All fresh off the truck, brand new, still packaged, and priced to sell. Live Wire Surplus, 678-861-5021. Take your truck. You're going to need it to load up on the savings.
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance, the no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
Burgess Insurance Services in Rome, 222 North 5th Avenue Southwest, 706-234-5680. And in Cedartown, 114 South Philpott Street, 770-748-4165.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
We're back, bottom half of the 7th inning. Cedartown with a few insurance runs made up for the 4-run bottom of the 6th and take another 6-run lead. It's 10-4. Pickens down to their final 3 outs. Able to earn a ton of walks in that last inning, though, were the Dragons, and if they can continue that plate discipline and if Cedartown struggles to find the zone here, who knows what could happen. But it's Dylan Cupp who came in to pitch for Cedartown, and was able to record those final 2 outs in that inning and stop the bleeding and hold it at just a 6-4 game. The offense did their job. Let's see if Cup can do his thing and close this out and win the series for Cedartown.
Well, and you also have to say, again, I have to tip my hat to Harlem Diamond, who really sacrificed his body in left field to make that catch to save the inning. So Seth Dinsmer is the batter due up, and he'll foul it away to the left side. Nothing and 1 the count to him.
And that one off of Eli Barrow, and the sophomore catcher is laid over behind home plate.
Let me tell you, Dogs have been just battered up here in these 2 games.
We mentioned it earlier, I think maybe off air, but spring break couldn't have come at a better time for Cedartown baseball, especially with the injuries that we've seen in this game. Harlem Diamond in left field, MJ Holiday injured trying to steal second base. Eli's going to try to tough it out because that's Eli Barrow for you. We'll see if they leave him in or bring in a backup catcher.
The ball, I believe, hit him maybe on the upper thigh muscle, maybe groin area. So he's going to continue at least for now. And I'll tell you what, like you said before, Cedartown very glad to have spring break next week and no region games. No balls and a strike to count to now the pitcher, Seth Dinsmer. He'll take a high fastball. 1-1.
That one high and tight towards Dinsmore, and the senior holds off on it, evens up the count. Good part of the order for Pickens here.
The 1-1 pitch, fastball outside, 2-1.
Just missing the zone by a little bit off the plate. 4, 5, and 6 batters for Pickens, starting out with Dinsmore here.
Cup delivers. Popped up foul. 81 miles per hour from Dylan Cup, and it's now a 2-2 count to Dinsmore. Drake Sutton and Jared Whitmore due up. There's a ground ball, base hit left field. Rolled past the shortstop, who is now Cade Dingler, who's playing in place of Dylan Cup, and that'll be a leadoff single in the inning for Dinsmer. So he's at first base. Here comes Sutton. By the way, Dinsmer, that was his first base hit on the day. And the second time he's reached, he walked his last time up. Of course, they'll send out a courtesy runner for the current pitcher.
Oh, so just realized that we had a no-hitter going until that.
Really?
That was the first hit of this game for Pickens. Wow.
Is that right?
Okay. Well, they had good plate discipline. A lot of walks.
That is unbelievable. I just assumed not, but there you go. There's a fastball strike called to Sutton.
I don't know what to say.
Well, I didn't even think about it. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2 now to Sutton. It's just, because of the way the game has gone, you just thought about, you'd think there'd be hits in there with 4 runs, but no, it's been walks. The pitch just missed outside.
1-2 the count to Drake Sutton, the senior. Courtesy runner over there at first base. Nobody out, bottom of the 7th inning. Cedartown on top, 10-4.
Dylan Cup delivers. Hit on the ground at third base and past him, base hit. 2 consecutive hits to lead off the inning. Runner's going to stop at second base, and they're at first and second with nobody out. That's a second hit.
Back-to-back hits for Pickens, and now let's see if Dylan Cup can calm it down a bit and try to get these final 3 outs. Jared Whitmore will come up next, the senior. 2 runners aboard for Pickens. 10-4, Cedartown leading bottom of the 7th inning, 3 outs away from winning this series.
Yeah, I'm checking my scorebook, Logan, and you're right. I don't have any hits down except for this inning. You're right. The pitch. Down the middle and a strike called to Whitmore.
And according to Game Changer, let's see. We'll let it load.
First the 0-1. There's a strike, 0-2.
10 runs on 7 hits, no errors for Cedartown. 4 runs on 2 hits now, 5 errors for Pickens defensively. That's the line score so far.
And a lot of walks. Pitch. Hit it off the end of the bat, right side. Could be trouble. It's in foul. No, it's in fair territory. The catch made over there, right outside the foul line, and that is out number 1. Who made the catch? It was Zane Barrow, I think.
Yes, first baseman Zane Barrow, the senior, makes the catch, gets that big first out here in the bottom of the 7th. Runners stay put at first and second. That'll bring up number 15, Trace Ledbetter.
And we'll see if Ledbetter can be successful here. Ledbetter has walked, scored, and flown out and rolled out. Swing and a miss on a fastball low and in, 0-1. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. 10-4 lead for the Bulldogs. Runners first and second for the Dragons. Dogs trying to win the series here. Just missed outside. 1 ball, 1 strike now, the count to Ledbetter. Dylan Cupp, shortstop by trade, pitcher by committee. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Fastball away, and he swung at it, and it's a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Runners with their leads. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away. Home half of the 7th. Swung on and hit off the end of the bat and foul. And what happened there earlier, that first out, when Whitmore, he reached out there to an outside pitch and slapped it to the right side on that pop-up. It looks like that was what Ledbetter was trying to do, to reach out there and hit it in the right field. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cupp delivers the pitch. And it's a strike 3 down the middle, and that's out number 2. First strikeout thrown by Dylan Cupp in this inning. I think he had a strikeout in the 6th inning.
Big part is that is out number 2 now here in what could be the last inning. Pickens down to their final out, and it's Parker Rhodes coming up. Runners at first and second, a 6-run lead for Cedartown. Can they hold on and get this victory?
The pitch from Dylan. Down low, 1 ball, no strikes. What has Rhodes done today? He has walked twice and flown out to center field. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Actually, a 1 ball, 1 strike count now is a 1-0 count to it. So that's the first strike of the at-bat. 1 ball, 1 strike to Rhodes. The stretch by Dylan Cupp, the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 called, and now the Dragons down to their final strike here in the 7th.
Cedartown 10 and Pickens 4. Runners at first and second, 2 out.
Cupp with the pitch. And that is outside, 2-2. They're going to say
it was a balk. As he hung up there, hung his foot up in the air before throwing the pitch that time.
Boy, let me tell you, Coach Johnson is hot right now. He lifted his leg up and stopped. I mean, and stopped in his windup and then threw.
But it's what they called in the first game, and then they overturned it. So
the umpires are going to discuss this.
I'm not saying it's not a balk. I'm surprised they called it a balk there after overturning it in the first game. As of now, it is a balk. 2 outs, runners at second and third, and they're going to say it is a balk. They're saying it's got to be a continuous motion. He can't rock back on his foot before firing in there.
Well, if you've seen some of I'll just stop there. Anyway, the balk will move runners over to second and third.
I believe the count's 2-1 now after that last pitch was negated.
Here's the pitch. Hit in the air down the left side. That'll be out of play, I believe. Just beyond the reach of the left fielder. I think Tony Ware is playing out there and left now.
2-2 count now with 2 away. Pickens down to their final strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The wind, the pitch. Outside, boy, let me tell you something. Dylan landed funny out there on the mound, and he's all right. But, man, full count now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. The wind, the 3-2. He just got a piece and fouled it back. Rhodes tried to check his swing and ended up making contact. And another 3-2 pitch coming. Dylan Cupp looks in. Here's the pitch. Ball 4 inside. I think.
That's ball 4, yes. Oh, and he is going to say that it's 3-2 now.
I had 3-2.
I had that as ball 4, but. All right.
Okay. Well, there we go again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The balk must not have counted. Swing and a miss, and that's going to be out number 3, and that's the ball game. The Bulldogs take the season series over the Pickens Dragons 2-3, and the strikeout ends the game in what was a wild finish here in the final innings. We'll come back and wrap this one up in a moment. Cedartown High School baseball is here on the Big AA 106.1 FM and AM 1340.
Bradford's Drugstore on North Main Street in Cedartown is your locally owned and operated Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Bradford's accepts most prescription plans, and remember Bradford's for all of your gift and decor needs. Bradford's pharmacist takes time to get to know you, explain your medication, and answer any questions that you may have. Go by and see Bill Brewster and all the fine folks at Bradford's the next time you need a prescription filled. Also use their convenient drive-thru. Bradford's Drugstore, 500 North Main Street, Cedartown, 770-748-3100, and all the folks at Bradford say, go Dogs. Cedar Valley Golf Course has been the place to play golf in Cedartown and Polk County for nearly a century. Locally owned and operated since 1924, Cedar Valley Golf Course offers 18 holes of some of the most beautiful fairways and greens in the area. Cedar Valley Golf Course is a proud supporter of the Cedartown High School Bulldogs and the greater Cedartown and Polk County region. Call for tee time 770-748-9671, located just south of Cedartown at 1811 Buchanan Highway. Cedartown's original golf course, Cedar Valley Golf Course.
Cedartown High School baseball is on the Big AA.
Cedartown able to withstand a comeback attempt there from the Pickens Dragons and hold on to win 10-4 here in Jasper. They win the first game on Tuesday 12-5, lose the first game today 10-8, but battle back and win 10-4 here in the second game. And Cedartown takes the season series 2-1 over Pickens. Cedartown 9-3 now in region play. Pickens falls to 4-8 overall in Region 7 4A matchup. Cedartown's hopes to host a playoff series, maybe even win the region championship. Still alive right now as they are 9-3 in region play. They improved to 13-7 now.
Well, the rest of the region schedule, you got Southeast Whitfield for the second to last series. That's not next week, but the week after. And then the final week of the season is against the Heritage Generals, who currently lead the region. But real quickly, we'll go down the scoring line. 10 runs on 7 hits and no errors for the Bulldogs. 4 runs on only 2 hits for Pickens and 5 errors for them. The big thing, though, for the Bulldogs, with all the pitchers we used 5 total pitchers in that game. 11 walks surrendered by the Bulldogs, and the big numbers came in that 6th inning when Pickens started their rally and scored those 4 runs. But let me tell you something. Bulldogs came back in the 7th inning and started swinging their bats, and the bats came and saved the day. Some really great defensive plays as well. We saw a gem of a double play turn this evening, not to mention the great catch by Reese Tanner in center field and the outstanding catch in left field by Harlem Diamond to save that 6th inning to retire the side and left the game where it was with the 4 runs for the Pickens Dragons. Pickens takes game 1, but the Bulldogs take game 2, and because of Cedartown's win on Tuesday, it's a 2 wins for the Bulldogs in the series, and they take the season series, and they've won all but 1 region series this season, and will enjoy next week off, at least for part of the week, as they head to Lake Point Sporting Complex to take on Cartersville in the first game of the Battle for Bartow Classic. So looking forward to a great time there. It was a wild finish, Logan, but the Bulldogs able to get in there and finish it off.
They got it done. I mean, this is a good Pickens team that just has had some decisions go the other way this year. Some small mistakes have made them lose some games, and they came out and were beating Cedartown pretty solidly there in the first game today before the Dogs started to come back, and Pickens eventually pulled away and held on for that win. But in this region, any series victory is a big one. Cedartown stays alive for their hopes to, not only win the region, but mainly you want to host a playoff series. That's what you're looking for right now. So big win for the Cedartown Bulldogs, and we'll see you at Lake Point next week.
Yeah, 6 more region games to go. The 3 games with Southeast and then with Heritage Catoosa. We'll be back with you on Thursday at Lake Point for Cedartown versus Cartersville. For Logan Maddox, I'm Andrew Carter. Remember, when the Bulldogs play, you'll hear them on the Big AA and see them on Facebook Live, YouTube, and the NFHS Network. Have a great weekend, folks. God bless and stay safe, and happy Easter, everybody.